Yeah, that was better.
Julie, congrats on making Belgium.
Thank you.
No, it's not the first time you made the team for the Olympics, but what does it feel like this time of being part of that team?
Yeah, it's not my first time. I was thinking about it the other day, what kind of special feeling it is. And I think the most special thing for me is the fact that in Tokyo we didn't have no crowd, we didn't have nobody. It was COVID year, it was so far away from home. And I personally had a very long year being away from home. Like I've been on the road since like over a year now, going and going and going. And I just know that I'm going home because our qualification games are in Lille, and that's like literally 30 minutes from my home. So I know my friend's going to be there, my family's going to be there. So that's the big difference for me. And what really excites me is just it's a whole different dimension for me.
So you get to experience the Olympics kind of a different way.
Definitely, yes. And a one that is right now very important for me is just be close to the people that I love, because I've been really away from home for a long time.
Is there anything from your last Olympics that you learned maybe about the Olympic experience that you want to maybe do this time around with fans and obviously more people being there too?
Yeah, well, it was easier in Tokyo just to be like in your zone and really be focused, maybe even overly focused, because you had nothing else to do besides being in the village, practice and play. Which now you have to find like a perfect balance in between being distracted and have your time with your family and friends, or be locked in. I think that's the biggest difference for our whole team, for everybody. We're not used to that, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's the biggest difference. And obviously my role is not at all the same. Last Olympics I played like I don't even know how many average minutes. I don't think I was above 10. So things changed. So I know that this is a different Olympics for me also in terms of my role. So voila. Thank you.
Being in the starting lineup now, the games, for you, has your approach to the game changed at all? Have you kind of taken on a different type of responsibility? What the mindset has been like for you as you've got these minutes?
Whatever it is not working. I haven't made a layup since I started, but I think that just being ready and going out there and doing what I can. I think the difference right now is just like setting the tone, whereas before I was able to watch the game and just see what the game was missing and kind of bring that. Now I kind of just have to do instead of just looking. So I think that's the only mindset change, just going out there and being aggressive and being on my first foot off the rip and off jump. I feel like that's the only thing that's really changed.
I think the team's been days ago. Over the last couple of games, getting back from home after that long trip and settling this last kind of stretch before the break.
Yeah, that 7 days on the road, man, that is insane. And I think we all were missing home. We were all, it's a group of girls. So being around girls all the time, 7 days straight, like 24 hours a day, it's like our periods are sinking. We're not liking each other. Like, get me home. It was one of those moments for us, I think. And to be back home and get this little reset kind of start, I think it was really good for us. And it's really big. We got some time to, I don't know, get some extra work in, one-on-one work with the gym, you in the training room, whatever you needed. I think it was really good for us to get back home and now get ready for, like you said, the last stretch right before break. Thank you.
It's a balancing act with trying to understand, like, it's going to be frustrating. You're not going to like each other, like you said. Emotions can get high, but at the same time, you're in a fight together. You're still fighting for each other, for both of you.
I think that's what makes it special. I think is like we are spending all this time together, so we're seeing each other's ticks, we're seeing the bad days, we're seeing the good days. So just I don't know, like developing that camaraderie and chemistry is huge. And so when you are on that court, it's like, yes, she pissed me off today, but this is still my sister. Like we're fighting for each other and fighting with each other. And I think this team, that's one thing we have had is just camaraderie and each other's back. Like regardless, we went through that stint when we were and whatever. And we still never wavered. Like we still were on the same page. We're like, guys, we got to stay the course. We got to figure it out. And I don't know. I think I really love this team for that reason. Like we can all get along. We can all be with each other all the time and still want to go sit at the pool together, or be with each other all the time and still want to go get some food together. So yeah, I really love this team.
Say a lot about in this locker room with regards to the fact like y'all can go, blow for blow with each other and not get along. But when you step on 94 by 50, you know, Julie's gonna have your back,
Mhm.
you know, so you're gonna have her back and vice versa with the rest of the team. Does it change kind of how you handle versus the ebbs and flows of a season like you all are having?
I mean, yeah,
Right.
like I don't think we really even fight. We never fight. There's never been a
No,
fight.
I mean, I may have a little smart mouth, a little smart comment. I'm not
But
feeling it
still,
today, but it's like
like
no one, we're not
I
fighting.
love that.
But when
I
say
love that
the
part
blows,
of
I don't necessarily actually.
no, but
physically
some
fight.
teams have it though.
Yeah.
This
Some
is true.
teams be really having words and
This is
in
true.
locker rooms or out even in the court. Like I don't think we ever have that. And when Didi says that she's like it's not even that bad. Like we know Didi like and I love how she is. Like she'll tell you how it is, straight up, honest. And she's just real and I love that about her. So sometimes it's hard, but I mean it's a good thing. Like she
Mhm.
holds people accountable and I love that about her. And I think our team is just I'm telling you, can be 0 for 12 and then have the second part of the season like how we've been doing it. Like this
There's no
impossible.
way.
There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. So it just shows coaching staff and team that we're really like we're very tight. Like going like you said, we're gonna have each other's back regardless.
And I feel like before the season, uh Toya, Ash were really adamant on bringing in high quality, high character people.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the reason why it's like that. They did a really good job, like by picking us, handpicking us, and understanding that whatever was a problem in the previous years, they didn't want that to come to surface ever again. Because you know, we weren't here the previous years, but it's like if someone is coming for high character people and they're saying that, that was the first thing they said to me. It was like your personality and your character, like we love you, like come and join the team or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, I can always join a high character, high quality team, you know? So I think that's definitely the reason why it's so easy to fall off, but never lose each other when we do fall off.
Jen?
Hey, Julie. Hey, Dee Dee.
Hi.
Hi.
Julie, starting with you, going back to the Olympics for a second. Congrats, by the way. When did you find out you had officially made the team? What was that moment for you like, you know, actually getting this news?
Um
You mean the leak?
I I think I was a bit prepared on that to be honest with
I
you.
know
Like
that's right.
I didn't really was waiting on the news because I know I'm in contact with my national team with my coach and they are really texting me almost every day. How are you? Are you okay? Talking about when to come to camp. So I was pretty prepared on that. So it wasn't a big surprise, but it's always nice to see it. Like when you see your face and says like, oh, Olympian, like it's a very special feeling. Um, but yeah, I think that the news of coming to the Mystics was a little more special.
And you know, with how Belgium has kind of, you know, ascended over the past several years, you know, how are you kind of looking at the Olympics in terms of the next step for your team and you know, what are kind of the goals?
We always said like these past years, like we've been building, we have a new coach, like the group is changed a little bit. Like we have a very good group. We're coming off a golden medal at the Eurobasket. So
Oh,
we know
that's
that
right.
you know the target is on the back. You already know this. So we also showed in that qualification that we can play basketball even against Team USA. So
I know
all
that's
of these
right.
things, you know, it brings some like pressure from outside. People are saying, hey, you can go for a medal, this and that. But we're really like, we're very humble, we're very down to earth. But we definitely want to do better than we did last Olympics, where we were out in the quarterfinals against Japan and like on the buzzer, close game. We were playing until the end. So we want to do better. Like we would love to play for a medal, like go to the semifinals, just do better than last Olympics, because last Olympics we were very disappointed. And I'm like, if you have a disappointed feeling, you just want to do better than last time. So, and it's been working for us. Even ever since we said that, we've been doing better. So, yeah.
Go Julie.
Dee Dee, how's it been for you, you know, with the three Olympians on the team, getting to celebrate everybody as they hear the news?
I mean, super special, and it's all like either the rookies or like the youngest players on the team. So it's exciting to see them lay a foundation for themselves and like lay a foundation for their career that's coming in the future. So it's exciting. I love Lee. Who doesn't love Lee? And Jade is like, duh. I feel like we knew that they were gonna make the Olympics. So like just like she said, it wasn't really a shocker, but it was exciting to celebrate. I love screaming in the locker room. So give me a reason to scream, I will.
Julie, last one for me. I heard from Maisha that Maisha is learning "O Canada" for Aaliyah. Are you also teaching her the Belgian anthem, or
You
how's
better.
this
You're
going
not just
down?
learning one. Tell her.
And we have two versions. We have a Flemish one. You know, we have two languages in Belgium, Flemish and French. We have a Flemish one and we have a French one. I might need to teach her the French one because in Canada they speak French.
That's true.
So I might
Do you know
give
both?
her, yeah, of course.
I know that's
Girl,
right.
yes, of course. I'm a proud Belgian girl. If you would only know. So yes, I know both versions. But it's not really, it's a bit boring. Or
It's
not-
okay.
Our anthem.
Make her sing it.
Okay.
All right, I'll stay tuned on that one. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Christy. Hey, Julie. Hey, Dee Dee.
Hi.
Hi. This is in reference to tomorrow's game for both of you. Same question. Assess the adjustments that you guys are or have been working on to face the fever. You've already seen them before, but what counters to what you have done against them and what you want to do against them on the offensive and defensive ends tomorrow?
I think I think both times we played them pretty well. I think just sticking to our scout and exercising it like to the best of our capabilities. I think we've all got to watch it and all saw what we all could have done better individually. So just being able to look in the mirror and be better about that, I think, and just exercising your scout. But I think loading up is something that we can be better about and not like loading too much from the strong side corner.
Yeah.
But like that and just, transition defense is two things that we can take away from them is just their driving lanes and them being in transition the whole game.
Mm-hmm. And Julie, same thing.
Yeah, and I think that the past games we've been struggling a little bit with our start. I feel like it took us a lot of energy to come back every time, and we just can't have that. And we know that Indiana at their home court, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of screaming, a lot of hype. So we have to be ready in the beginning, not to just run behind them the whole game and fight and lose that energy to come back. We know we are capable of doing it, but it would be nice not to have.
I don't want to do that.
Yes, so I think that's based on the last games we had, I think that's a little working point.
And lastly, for me, just what you were talking about the continuity and the camaraderie that you carry with all the travels and all of that. With a short rotation, what do you think is the most important thing to carry that camaraderie over to the court?
I think that knowing that we're short, like knowing that some people that haven't been starting this season or some people that weren't thinking that they would start the season, just give them confidence and not like put like all the, how we say, the pressure on our shoulders, like just go and play and have fun. And I think I'm mostly speaking for myself because that's what I'm struggling a little bit with. It's just like I need to just go out and play and have fun. And same for Dee Dee. I think when she comes in the court, just embrace the moment, like and the opportunity. And I think that's the thing that gonna make us strong and is making us strong because we have each other's back, but also on like when somebody's feeling a little like we're there to pick them up, we're there to support them. And I think from teammates, but especially also from coaching staff, they're great with that. And I think that's important that we don't need to feel that pressure of, oh, we have to do everything. Like, no, we just have to do it together. And that's how we're best at, and go out and play.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you both.
USA.
Not USA. But for
Shakira, how she doing? Saw she was taking some reps there at the end for big press, but
Just about the same, just getting her, it's good when we have a practice for her to go through it and get her working that way. No real update though.
for the Olympians, obviously we have to report early and you
No.
having a couple days off being back home, what were some of the things you felt like you guys needed to work on in preparation for this game? Now you're gonna have some more time off for the next one, but were you able to maybe key in certain things for the Indiana game?
I mean, we did today. My honest answer is we need a couple days to get like recovered and healthy, both, illness going around and some people, I mean, that was just a road trip. We're shorthanded for 3 games in 5 days, and we just need a little recovery for a day or two. And then today we were able to get into Indiana. but again, try not to do too much because it's a noon start tomorrow with travel between now and then. So, we've played them twice already, just trying to lock into some specific things playing against them on both sides of the ball. I'm probably more concerned at the moment with just some of our own cleanup. I think our pace hasn't been as good and things like that. So we just tried to replicate that as much as we could in a short practice.
Getting her comfortable with herself again and being back out there. Is there a hope that she is able to return before the break?
I got no timetable on it right now.
And with regards to the availability, is it still just the usual no Slim, no Carly, no Shakira potentially, anybody else that we should be aware of with the illness that's kind of going around?
I think everybody is good as of 1 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Emily's doing a lot better. I think that's it. Everybody else was here today.
How do you feel with kind of the injuries, whether it's something or physical, just with the mindset that people still went out there and tried to get the job done, had the focus, were able to play, and kind of just battle through the storm and continue to battle through the storm?
It was better in Minnesota than it was in Vegas. I wasn't happy with our how we played in Vegas, but battling back against LA, and then I thought we fought well against Minnesota, and that was more just like execution type stuff that could have been better. And like I mentioned, our pace. So I know we got 3 opportunities here before the break to play good basketball. We'll take them one at a time. As Tyler mentioned, we got one tomorrow, and then we kind of get a couple more days to recalibrate ourselves, but we don't want to let an opportunity slip by us.
Is there a goal amongst the last games outside of win-loss that you really want the team to focus in on and just execute to perfection, alter games, forget about what we have score-wise at the end of it? If we can worry about, A and B, I'll be really happy with the progress we've made.
Yeah, we've got goals for each segment of the season that we've set as we've gone along. I think the big ones right now that we've just kind of been, up and down with have been taking care of the ball and then not fouling so much. And we've been a little better the last couple of games about not putting teams in the bonus. And then we've just been maybe too sloppy on some sequences on offense. So we're playing teams that can score these next couple games, so we got to make sure we get good quality possession and shots on goal ourselves.
Jen?
Hey, Eric. With it being official that you have 3 Olympians this go around, what's kind of the reaction internally, knowing now both your healthy point guards are also headed to Paris alongside Aaliyah?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great for the 3 of them. It's exciting. It's a lot of teams to root for in the Olympics, including the U.S. with Coach T, obviously. No, it's great for them. I'm just happy for them. It's a great experience. The group that we have here will work to A, get healthy, and B, get better. We'll try to be creative and have some fun with it. It's different. It's like another training camp, but with half the number of players. So that's a different challenge. But no, I think the experience is gonna serve them each well, kind of in their own way. And hopefully we got some people on the medal stand.
And with Jade being a first-time Olympian at 21 here, what have you seen from her as far as her reaction, and what does it mean for her to accomplish that at such a young age? Now playing with that roster, it has Lauren Jackson on it, who's like twice her age. How do you kind of react to all that?
It's very cool for her. I mean, I know it means a lot to her, playing for her country, and we're proud of her. Obviously, I know her family's proud of her. It's cool because I think she's earned her way there. I think she was kind of the young one in the group. She played in the Olympic qualifier, so she, you kind of thought she had the inside track, and then I think the way she's played this season has validated that, and I think she can not only be on that team but help that team. And I don't think it hurt her to play well against New York in front of Sandy. That probably didn't hurt at all. But I think Sandy also probably saw a player that can, she brings something different to the table even than a lot of the Australian guards. So I'm happy for her. I hope she makes, I hope she enjoys the experience, and I hope she gets a chance to really contribute on that stage.
And last one for me, you mentioned Team USA and Coach T. What's it going to be like for you watching Belgium and Julie play Coach T and USA? You're going to be a little conflicted there?
A little, not too much, to be honest with you. That would be cool. It's not the first time, obviously, they've played, those two teams have played. We got a soft spot for Belgium here, going back a long time, but no, I think I'll be rooting for family. Don't worry about that.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Christy.
Hey, Eric, two quick ones for me. With Aaliyah, I know you said that eventually you would like to see her face up a little bit more and hit some shots. Last game, she did that. What kind of benchmarks do you have for her to continue to expand her game that way? And where do you gauge that she is right now at this juncture of the season?
I think it's important that she takes the right shots. That's probably not the bread and butter of her game right now is shooting jump shots, but there's going to be times where she does need to take them. So one is helping her understand when it's a good shot, when it's not, how teams are playing her, letting her be the screener more so she can roll and let her post partner fill behind her.
Mm-hmm.
But she's doing the work every day. I mean, the benchmark's going to be down the road a ways. We're focused more on things like, can she repeat technique when she makes a little adjustment? Can she replicate it from day to day? And then when we see it show up in a game, those are habits that take a while to ingrain, especially once you get into the pressure of a game. You see a lot of players that can make shots in pregame warmups that it looks different when the game starts. So there's she's on a path there. She's willing to do the work. She's shown some ability to carry over some specific, technique things, and she's got a good brain for the game. So she's working through it. I think probably she shot maybe 4 jumpers the other night. Probably 2 of them were good shots, and 2 of them maybe could have been better. So we're evaluating it in a few different ways.
Love that. Okay. Lastly, for me, just tactically speaking, with the way Indiana has been really operating well in the short roll actions, what kinds of defensive adjustments are you going to make to try to disrupt that rhythm a little bit for them in that regard?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of individual tendencies, knowing when, especially when Caitlin's running all those high pick and rolls, which, kind of which direction she likes to throw that quick pocket pass, and when she doesn't, if it, so there's kind of like preventing it from getting there. And then there's when it does go there, making sure we know where our help's coming from. They try to put you in a position where you just have one defender there to tag it, and then it's an easy pass for a shooter. So, a couple things, knowing which way we want to send the ball. And then when it does get out, what's our rotation? Are we stepping up? Are we letting the ball come to us? Depends on their personnel. I thought we did a decent job last time of not getting killed with that. Problem being that Kelsey Mitchell kind of went wild, and we let Nolissa Smith get to the free throw line, I think like 8 times in the first half. So, it's important. You have to, for a great player like Caitlin, you got to give her attention, but they have other people that score as well.
Right. Thank you so much.
That's it.
That's it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see everyone tomorrow.